Well, gonna take a look here. We are gonna look at the Magic Filisberto game. This will be a fun series, and we're starting on not Coastal Cliffs. This is King of the Rockies style.
Okay, guys, full disclosure, it is Coastal Cliffs.
It's Coastal Cliffs, but it's not.
It's called Rockies because
Rockies.
there's rocks.
Look at it. Rocks.
Instead of the bait deep sea fish that Averly always puts there, this one has rocks. You're all welcome.
King of the Rockies, and a little grove, you know, there's a little river. That's the Colorado River right there, you know.
I'm kind of surprised that Averly didn't put fish in there.
Into the Grand Canyon eventually, you know. It's the Rockies. What's not to love?
The Rockies. Speaking of love, Mali versus Japanese, who do you love more?
Oh, on this map? That's actually really tough. I
mean, just in general.
In general, I think I like Malians better. Ooh. But I don't know if I like them on this map better.
I think Japanese has a good matchup into Mali. Mali has historically had a good time on Coastal Cliffs and Rockies. But against Japanese, with the Dark Age Spearmen that come out, it's a rough matchup.
That's my one thought is the Dark Age Spearmen just make it feel kind of rough. But like later game, I think I like Malians, but it's not a foregone conclusion. This feels like I would say this is one of those matchups that feels a bit more even. Unlike, you know, like when it was French and Lancaster, it was clearly Lancaster's better. This is one that like you could argue and convince me almost either way.
I mean, I do like the Japanese opening here with the spears into a 6 houses Malians. At the same time, we should also mention that I probably like the Magic into Filisberto matchup.
Hope nobody's blue colorblind. We have two very similar shades of color here with the teal and the blue. We'll try and keep them straight.
We put some color schemes for you to pick from. Please don't do this to us.
Well, they did it to us, and we're gonna watch it anyways. Hopefully, maybe someone can ping them for next game to pick a different color. So hopefully, no one's blue colorblind. Hope you guys can tell the difference here. We're looking at IamMagic in the teal, as the Malians here in the southwest side, with his houses getting torched right now by Filisberto in the blue Japanese, whose base resides up in the northeast.
Yeah. So with an opening like
chat
this,
demands it.
I mean, it is in them's the rules. Nothing we can do about it. It's out of our hands.
So, you know, out here in Denver, it's a lawless place out here in the West. We live by our own rules out here in the wild western side of Denver.
Okay, do people actually talk like that there?
Some do. I kid you not, some do, and the Western drawl does exist. Denver's not known for it. You know, Denver's got a similar accent to mine, honestly. Denver has like a West Coast accent. We say mountains instead of mountains. That's a Mountain West thing. You won't ever hear a T in the mountains if you want to sound like a local. I'm trying to think of any other like Denver-specific things. I don't know if Denver's got kind of just a West Coast vibe. They don't have the California thing that I've got going in my voice a little bit, but you'll hear some people say y'all. It's kind of a melting pot out there. There's a lot of people from like the South. You get people. There's no one in Denver is usually from Denver. It feels like, and most of these places in the West, they're always from somewhere else, and they've moved in like within a generation. So you know, it is what it is.
Let's quickly talk about that Monza quarry, by the way. So no defense tower. Magic is just gonna get the 75 gold per minute and call it a day. Filisberto going for 2 houses. Gonna get a third one very likely as well. And yeah, where is the second gold for our Mali friend? Looks to be all on the bottom side. That is unfortunate. So Magic is gonna have to deal with those spears.
And into Imperial Age we go.
What happened? We're Imperial Age? Holy shit! Kurastoro is coming up for Filisberto. No surprises there. Kind of completely died down to go into ninjas. I kind of miss them.
Ooh, I love the play from Filisberto. Immediately, once it gets lit on fire, moves on to the next one. That's some serious little bit of micro there. Trying to optimize every torch throw. Once it catches a light, we're moving on to the next house. He might get all 4. Oh, here comes first archer.
First archer is
coming. Do you commit to this one? Do you commit to it?
I mean, you would definitely commit to the burning house because you don't want that repaired.
That one's going down for sure. 3-on-1.
7,
Okay, there's a
6,
second archer
5.
there. I was gonna say you could almost maybe go for it. Instead, Filisberto cuts and runs.
So gold is no longer denied now. And Japanese about to hit Castle Age. Magic has not really been deterred outside of being forced into the archery range.
You mean Feudal Age.
I'm pretty sure I do.
Okay. Just want to double check that one there. You know, gotta rib you when I can. Archer's doing a good job chasing these spears down. One goes down. There's one left there. Actually, there's 2 left. The other one was able to hide.
Oh, very late Tawara, actually. So Filisberto actually did not go for the upgrade. Is that an early farm? No, that's his landmark farm, surely.
That's the landmark farm. Yep.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's
always
at
spawns.
the
Fun
45.
fact about this landmark: it always spawns first on the north or the western corner. Then it'll go along the northwest side, and then it'll wrap around. Yep, exactly. Cow is showing exactly the way they spawn. You can use that to your advantage. If you didn't know that before, congratulations.
It's a very
now you
nice
know.
circle you just pointed. Thank you. You're doing great. Magic is going pro scouts, by the way. And if Filisberto does not expect this, it's going to be a little rough for him if he just expects the usual cow boom. Oh, Wildlife taking a score.
We call that a draw.
You know, that wolf had a family.
Man versus nature.
That spear guy, I don't know about him. He decided to go into the military, but that wolf, he was just living there. Magic going into Donzos. He already has the archery range set up, and Pro Scouts is now through.
Fun fact about the Tetons and Yellowstone, which is north of Colorado by some ways. It's up more in Wyoming and Montana. But they've reintroduced wolves into the park, and they're actually doing really well. And I've seen them. I've seen a pack of wolves in Yellowstone. Majestic creatures. I'm just going to keep throwing these random America things out just because I can, because I actually know the area a little bit better. Because I know you enjoy it a little bit.
A little bit. I mean, I'm planning to do some tourist activities, but right now, okay, Filisberto is gonna see that there's gonna be either he sees the scouts or he sees some deer missing. Yeah, he sees the scouts moving there.
Yeah, he's gonna know what's going on here.
So Pro Scouts has been discovered, and how is he gonna react to that? I guess we're gonna, yeah, he's going into Yumi now, and Horsemen, and Magic is just gonna triple down on the Donzos, it seems.
I mean, I'm trying to think if is that the right call to triple down on the Donzos? There are horsemen in the queue from Filisberto, so that will help. He got archers.
I mean, it's
I like what Magic's doing here. I think he's got a good leg up so far. He's getting his upgrades. The Yumi scale can be kind of scary.
I'll say it's probably a little bit of an exaggeration on my part to say triple down if he has 3 Donzos in the queue on one barracks.
Well, that's 3.
It's
tripling
fine.
down. That's
it's
tripling
fine.
down. That's 3.
So he's going Donzo archers right now, which is a little strange to me. I guess he just has the archers left over, and he has 4 of them because he has to deal with that one spear. Oh, Donzo's in the middle though, not being microed, and the Yumi are revealed. Yeah, and that deer pack is trying to be denied. So I guess
He
Magic
found the
is just
spear
gonna
in the
go to the
corner.
bottom.
The last of the Dark Age spears has been slain, as Magic found it way down in the corner hiding. Filisberto does not get away with that. However, Villager under fire from the Yumi gets away in time.
Gets away.
At this point, has Magic gotten enough deer to make things worth it at this point in time?
I mean, he's got a few. Mali doesn't really run out of food. They don't do
No,
that.
they really don't.
But you get forced into having to eat cows eventually, so that's a little expensive. First Jav is on the field, and it does not get run down by the horseman. I was kind of expecting that dive to go through. 14 Yumi, and we do have the blacksmith upgrades for both of that already. Steeled arrow and the range defense. While Magic is now going into +1.
Yeah, one's in the queue. He's gonna definitely need them, but man, can he get enough of them? He needs like about
might have a little
5
bit
or
of a
6 to
timing.
feel comfortable. Yeah, there might be an opening here. He's got a couple of jabs, just enough it looks like, with the archers to keep him at bay. Just gotta keep those Donzo alive. Make sure those horsemen don't get in there.
He has 16 Yumi here, but they're not. I'll say here, but they're not here. They're not all here, and Filisberto is pulling back. And if Magic just gets a decent-sized number of jabs, he's perfectly fine. So far, no cows, by the way, absolutely nothing. We just got the pro scouts. He's gonna be taking the top side deer camp now. And we do have the second pit mine fully set up.
At this point, Magic's just trying to focus on keeping the military numbers alive, keeping things alive, stabilizing, not giving up anything too easy for Filisberto. One for the south side. There are some deer pack down there in the corner. If he can get 2 of those packs all the way in his base, like you said, doesn't have to eat any of the cows himself, can just put them in the pens later, which is definitely what he wants to do. Wall, that's not going to go up right now, but he definitely wants it to later.
Has a bad timing. First villager kill of the game gets taken out. The Donzos are also a little bit forward, but Filisberto is just going to pull back now.
Yeah, I don't think you want those Donzos too far out ahead. You want to keep those kind of in the back. You don't want the Yumi to get a hold of them. At this point, Magic needs to be careful not to overextend.
Oh.
He's got a good number of mass, though. He probably could push out a little bit, but you just got to be careful whenever that turn happens.
No,
at this point, he's just buying time for that wall.
Range defense coming in. Magic sees Mars Yumis and thinks to himself, taking 1 less damage sounds like a good deal.
I should get a bannerman out now, as we just heard the Daimyo upgrade come into effect. So I'm guessing we'll get the ranged upgrade bannerman coming in here, the Yuma bannerman.
We see the first cows coming out. Now the question is he gonna fully commit to a cow boom here and stay feudal, or is he gonna try and leg it up to castle and swap into sofa? But right now, it looks like he's committing to feudal age.
I think you have to respect the army that Filisberto has. You gotta be mindful, though, that he could try for a castle play at some point as well. But right now, looking at the numbers, neither of these players is anywhere close to that. It's gonna be a good while. We're gonna be in feudal age for at least the next 6 minutes.
I mean, you're saying he's respecting the army. At the same time, I say, is there a difference if you go full cow boom or if you go full castle?
That's very fair. But I mean, he's only got 3 right now. I wouldn't say he's full cow boom. He's got more javelins in the queue, which is what he needs most of.
He's got 15 javs. I think he went up to multiple archery ranges at this point and should be just fine.
At this point, the Filisberto's composition doesn't feel great. We do see the first samurai in queue, or on the field. I don't know if samurai do a lot, because again, javelins do such a high base damage. I don't know, maybe we get enough of them, but just a couple of samurai aren't going to do a lot here.
Nice catch on the warrior scouts, but that is already the second deer pack that they try to steal. And with the number of jabs, if Magic realizes that there's only, I say, 30 Yumi on the field, there's not a whole lot of horsemen, he can just take the deer with impunity right now.
The tricky thing is vision, right?
Oh, Magic's going castle. That is rough. And still while producing a lot of the jabs.
I don't know about that. I don't know about it. So sofa, I guess, are great, but you have the gold to get upgraded sofa and flood the earth with them. I don't know.
Look at the walls coming in. The walls will take so much time to take down for this full Yumi army. And okay, the walls are not quite finished, but they will still take a lot of time. And Magic is going up right now, probably with the corral. I mean, he has 23. He can also go with the Farimba. Okay, corral coming in with 6 cows. He's planning to add some in more later, but that's going to be a decent up to his income. And Filisberto is in the right position. There's just a wall in the way. And Mali upgrades into veterancy are faster.
His timing is going to work out nicely. That wall is going to end up being a real godsend for Magic and what he wants to do.
Scouts in the back. I mean, it's not great that they're going down, but he's also not minding too much because they're delaying the reinforcements. And he can just poke. He has 26 jabs here, which will do a lot of damage until Filisberto can actually dive in. And then he can just run away.
Wall almost down here. Archers and Javs doing quite a number of work. And again, they're focusing down a lot of the samurai that were up front. I don't know about the regular samurai.
Here's the age up, and he does have enough to immediately queue the upgrade.
He's running out of food. Villagers are kind of butting up against each other by the town center, running out of deer to eat. So he might either need to get onto berries or pop a cow out and kill it.
Upgrades are immediately coming in now and already finishing up. We do see some sofas being added. No imported armor just yet, but he really doesn't need the imported armor. He has 27 veteran javs now. And
at this point, the javelins are the win condition. I mean, even the samurai are going to get... Look at how fast he gets melted. The base damage of javelins, like I was saying, it's high enough that they really don't care. They can just focus fire as long as there's only a handful of them.
I mean, this is kind of the moment where Filisberto would have to commit and actually go on the army, because if he just keeps running away and trading out like that, yeah, all of the upgrades are gonna finish. What is Filisberto's plan right now? Is he trying to get to castle?
I mean, you're nowhere near it, though. You've got to wait a whole minute to get there.
We're stacking a little bit of resources, but the problem is your opponent has 30 units that can just dive under your town center fire with absolutely no problem, and it's not going to get better.
Oh, he's splitting the army, though. Donzo's caught alone. This could be dangerous.
That's a good connection with the Donzos there, and the horsemen actually getting on top of the Javs. I think the Javs could easily win this fight, but we'll see.
It's more than you want to give up, though, if you're Magic.
That's a lot of the Donzos already down, but some of them actually survived. I think there was like 5 Donzos, which connected to the horsemen, doing a lot of work here. Not a great fight for Magic, to be honest. The Yumi archers are still in great mass, and actually doing a decent job here. So far, upgrades are not in it.
Splitting the military at the worst time imaginable. That was just... Oh, that kind of hurts, because together it was impenetrable, but once he split the Donzos off, he just opened himself up, because again, your army is slow with the horsemen on the side of Filisberto. He's able to capitalize on that almost immediately. He's got to be mindful not to overstay his welcome, but that was definitely a good fight for him overall. It gives him some time to get ready to maybe go up for castle age behind this. But
where's that bannerman?
Where's the follow-up?
Where's the bannerman? Because Filisberto really wants the +1 damage on his Yumi, because otherwise they do 1.
There he is. Bannerman finally joins the mask. Yeah, he needed that +1. That's why he couldn't contain and sustain that fight.
Issue is, +2 range defense is coming in for Magic, so the Yumis are once again doing 1 damage.
Another pit
no
line
relics
going up
so far, so that is nice. Filisberto has a little bit of a miss macro going, because, you know, he was a little bit busy trying to survive, but that worked out fine. Imported armor now coming in, and there's really no answer to a sofa combination here. Already 7 sofas against 4 spears. That is not where you want to see yourself.
And Filisberto's trying to get up to castle. He's got the gold, doesn't have the food, but again, here comes Magic again, going, hey, I'm not done yet. Now I've got Sofa to boot, so now I'm really going to be able to clean up those Yumi.
Yeah, that's a lot of Yumi, and look how little damage they do.
Yeah, they're just not even able to one-tap javelins at this rate. They're just tickling them.
Look at them shooting that Sofa, and imported armor is not even done.
Yumi they've got so much mass, but the javelins are just tearing through them.
Yeah, Magic is gonna be able to push in now. What is Filisberto's... Oh, he just spent a lot on extra horsemen. If he cancels those, he can go Castle Age. But if he cancels those and goes Castle Age, Magic is just gonna push into his base. So, but what else can he do?
There's not much. The only thing Filisberto has going for him is he's got that farm transition set and ready to go. So he's got a good amount of food, but behind this, Magic's got 15 cows now. And, yeah, you can maybe keep pace in the food count for now, but here's the floating gate. I think he has to go castle. I don't think he can win it in feudal at this point. But the question is, can he have enough time? Can he find a way to make enough time or be given enough time to make anything out of this?
I mean, he has to go into Mounted Samurais now against this combination. That is pretty much his only choice. There's a stable coming out, but, you know, even with multiple stables, it's just not enough time. Magic is here to stay. He's just going to walk in. If he finds those wills at the north side, it's going to be the end. And look at those units, all anti-ranged, and range is the only thing Filisberto has.
Town center doing just enough fire to keep it from diving dead on, but oh man, he's so close to seeing that.
He did not find a stable, so yay, 3 mounted samurais in the queue. One of them is being produced faster as well. Filisberto is trying to trade out here a little bit. Oh no, now he's pulling back, trying to wait for the Yumi upgrade. There's some sofas in the north side, finding the stable, but not finding the
those vills. Those Vills are going to be dead unless they get through the wall. Meanwhile, though, the Yumi are just getting shredded in their own home turf. There's nowhere for them to go. You can only run around and kite until you get back into the back of your base, and that's where Filisberto finds himself on the back ropes, trying to hold on to this game. It feels like it might be over. The Horsemen are on top of the jabs along with some spears. Mounted Samurai now trying to clean up.
Sitting here under the TC is not super healthy for any of Magic's units, but at the same time, that's a lot of idle time while he has 20 cows and getting his upgrade in and taking relics and actually killing some Vills. So, it's an uphill battle for Magic
here now.
for Filisberto.
20 plus idols. He's now just getting him out because he needs to, but he can't keep him out there because there's still more units in the base. At this point, like, Filisberto, you're like trying to stabilize, but you're fighting right on top of your farms. So even with the TC going full fire, it's just not enough.
He has 4 stables and he produces out of 1 of them occasionally because he just doesn't have the food. It's so over. Do we believe in Magic in this game? Yeah, very much so.
Yep. Yes, we do. Magic is going to take this game unless something catastrophic happens. He's trying to just find a way to get some resources. All he can get is wood. He's got no food.
It's okay for this bird.
He's got like a crumb of bread to his name right now. Mass starvation in Japan as the Malians just sweeping by time and time again.
I mean, Filisberto played for that one push in Feudal, and then he didn't actually push in.
The wall, right? One wall. Well, who's going to win? Japanese and all their might, or one wall?
He could have walked around the wall and gone in the other side straight under the TC. It's not great, but it's something. Yeah, Magic just played this very nice. And as you can see, it is a smart idea if there's choke points like that. If you go castle, just quickly wall off. It helps. It helps.
And now this looks like the final push that will end it all. Sofa taking the front line. I think this one will probably do
There's only 24 sofas here.
Yeah, I think I can be pretty confident that GG will be called any second. Any moment now. There we go. That'll do it. Game number 1 goes to Magic. As Filisberto is going to have to go back to the drawing board and find another way to win.
I kind of wish that Cow would have actually put us some Magic music on in the background for that. But.
Well, we don't want to be demonetized and stricken off the Twitch.
Oh, yeah,
so, in order to follow laws and regulations...
Is Puff the Magic Dragon also demonetization? I don't know.
Copyright laws are so insane that like the only things that have just been released into public domain are from like the 20s. So maybe some classic like jazz music, like old timey ragtime music. So no, things from the 60s are not going to be in public domain, at least not in this country.
Damn. But yeah. Total resources gathered. Malian economy is pretty insane once you get to castle and get it really going.
Yeah.
And there was one villager kill. Filisberto sniped one that was trying to build the wall.
The wall.
So yeah, good on him.
Great victory. Let's go back. This is the number 1 highlight of the game, however, was the draw between man versus nature. A more tragic death never have I seen before. I love how the villager dropped like he was stabbed. Look at this. Look at this. He drops like he got stabbed in the gut by the wolf. Like, stab.
That's a spearman. They're actually sending soldiers to fight poor wildlife.
And here's the real cleanup. This looked like it could have been dangerous. This was a good fight for Filisberto. The problem was, what is the follow-up? Because he was down in age, and he didn't have the resources to click up. He didn't have the military to punish this because Magic was just pumping out units behind this. But that was probably the one point that was like, ooh, that was spooky. You don't want to split your army up at the worst point and then have horsemen come after you. But again, the follow-up, right? There just wasn't enough follow-up.
If Filisberto in that moment has his eastern side walled off and is on that deer pack, he might have the income to actually go to Castle Age quickly enough to fight this. But he didn't.
But he didn't, yeah. And again, it's like the cow boom. When you're behind this fight, like it's 15 cows, and what are you going to do? The answer is you're going to lose. That's just kind of how it goes. When you're down in age and you're you know, even military. Even if you got more military, you're just getting outclassed and out.
Eco difference is so huge.
Coming up next, however, we've got more gold.
HRE to Biz.
HRE
on front
Byzantines
range.
on front range.
Who does front range favor here? I mean, okay, it's
Sure.
HRE.
Gotta be, yeah.
I'm sorry?
We're getting
Oh,
word
you're
from the
right.
cow
Front
upstairs that
range
there's
has
lots of
extra
berries on
berries.
front range, so maybe Byzantines could. It's one of those things where, like, when you have a new map, you gotta kind of wonder. Your game theory, like, who is gonna win this?
I
Lots of
knew
berries,
that. I
lots of
was
gold.
live. I was live in the call when Averly presented it to us and was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna put more berries in it." And I'm like, cool. And then I forgot.
You forgot.
But it's still HRE, and they can still put quite a lot of pressure there. Now, let's see here. Forward gold for Filisberto, and okay, side gold for Magic. And we see the immediate Dark Age Rags, as you'd expect.
Shout out to Filisberto for picking yellow this time. Feels right as HRE. Feels right. And now we have a much better color matchup with blue and yellow. Back here on the mountainous gold land of Colorado. HRE with the barracks right away. We seen some Dark Age aggression then? Spears coming out. Front berries. Ooh, you know, there is a play there. It's a bit of a walk, a bit of a long walk to get across, but berries are there ripe for the taking, and the spear is in queue, so it will be some Dark Age pressure here right up in front and center. The golden stone, of course, is on the side, kind of the back area, so that might be more defendable for Magic. Mining gold on the far side. That's interesting.
Yeah, we'll see where Filisberto is sending his first spears. And that is outside of cistern range, so that guy is not boosted. Kind of anticlimactic, but I guess he's just setting up the second cistern already. And he wants to split off his vills, because, you know, the spear has to pick one side.
Has to pick one. You cannot be everywhere at once. It's actually kind of a heads-up play, honestly. Filisberto's going to see all of that and understand what's going on. As he gathers...
If you activate Akritoy...
As he doesn't gather those sheep, as IamMagic gathers those sheep. That always feels bad when you see the sheep, right? You're like, ah, yeah, double sheep, and then they both go to your opponent. That hasn't happened to me ever. No, not me. I'm not bitter about all those countless games I have missed out on the sheep by just a couple pixels.
You don't sound bitter at all. Okay,
No,
that's Spearman. Little bit confused. Does he
an
know
A
where
move?
to go?
Yeah.
Because right now we're sitting at the berries. Are we gonna tower them? Where are we going?
There's the Vil, and it is going to be on the berries.
So berries towered. Magic is likely. I mean, he's not really forced to go a hippodrome, but it might be a good idea.
Probably a decent idea. As a follow-up to this would be if Filisberto wanted to, he could go archers with the knocking on the wood. But I still feel like Grand Winery would be nice, but you don't have any. You don't get the berries from it, so you almost have to go hippodrome.
There's berries in the corner, but that would be quite rude to go for that. That would be like, okay, I don't really respect you. Let's see what you can do. Hippodrome's coming up. And going down, and coming up.
And coming back up again. Realizing that's in range of the tower there. I'm going to back it up a little bit. Put it next to the cistern. So if you're playing as Filisberto, what is your follow-up? What do you want to do after this tower goes up? Are you playing for a feudal game? Are you just trying to slow him down as you go castle? Spear gets onto the stone.
I mean, it kind of depends on the Byzantine contract. The tower is usually meant to just slow your opponent down, so you don't immediately get punched into the face. The thing is, if they can't get mercenaries out, you can also do some sort of man-at-arms rush in feudal.
That's true.
But
moving on to the boar.
With the boar here, I think you just fast castle.
Yeah, it looks like that would be the plan. That's so much food coming in, you're not going to be able to spend it in feudal.
I mean, his timing should be pretty good. Hippodrome is coming out, so we need some defenses, but he does have... Okay, he cancels the extra spears and recruits them. What is up with people making and remaking today? Oh, a little dangerous.
That is zoning laws and getting permits to build in Denver is really difficult. You know, the city government's really stringent on what projects they allow. I'm joking, of course. I have no idea what the city government's like in Denver.
I was gonna say, oh, that is another very interesting fact about America.
I have no clue. I just know it's true in my town out here on the coast. It's that way. I don't know about Denver. Every city has its own crazy bureaucracy and bundle of red tape. Hippodrome is up, however, and Magic is in feudal.
Yeah, Magic is doing what we saw Munch try to do earlier. We get the third cistern already, and he's still on the stone. So, nice cistern boom going, and we immediately get a horseman. Where can he find damage? You know, there's the gold forward, and then, of course, there is the tower. How much does 182 per minute on the gold? That's not a whole lot. Scout has to pull back. What is Magic's plan here? He's not on any outside berries yet, so his oil income is 0.
It's really good for Filisberto, actually. Don't want to deal with any
We're only 5 minutes in. It's still fine.
Yeah, but any delay on that is still going to help you out. Mine work coming up, so Filisberto playing for some upgrades. Be expecting the pressure here in a second. That tower is going to go up at just the right time. Has the spears parked right under it.
Yeah, no damage to be found here. And we're going straight for the scout again. Oh, Prelate might be a little overconfident there.
We'll call it just the right amount of
more spears here. I mean, there's just no damage to be found for Magic right now. Not with 2 horsemen on the field anyway.
Well, only 1 over here. The other horseman's back in base.
But he also forced 7 spears, so that's pretty nice.
Some of those came out already and already affected you in your plan, though.
Level 4 cisterns are up, and if you look at that blue line coming out all the way to the eastern side, he is getting his berries now.
Well, things slow down here a little bit as Filisberto working his way up to feudal age. I imagine he'll be castle pretty quickly afterwards.
Don't notice me. I'm just a tree. Don't mind me.
Magic units looking at that spear saying, hey, no interlopers here, please. Not allowed. Get lost. And that spear's going to go down, and that's +1 for Magic. Although, you just got to imagine he wishes he could be doing more actual damage than spears right now. As the mine work is completed, and Filisberto gears up for the feudal age.
That is a 7-minute age up, because we went for 10 spears in Dark Age.
The question is, though, it's not about, you know, how fast your feudal is. It's about how fast your castle is. Right? Am I right?
Okay, and Filisberto's first upgrade out of the mine work is the +1 ranged. Okay, Akratoy has been activated here, but that one villager... Oh, he pulls the wrong one, but it's only two units in there. So it doesn't want to have to deal with arrow slits, and he can pull back in time.
Pretty good feudal mass by Magic here. He's got a lot of archers. Power goes down.
Filisberto's going straight into archers and men-at-arms now.
Yeah, it's going to be a feudal game. Castle Age? Never heard of her. We're going straight to men-at-arms.
So, if you're the Byzantine and you scout double archery range mine work, I guess you go into Kashi contract at this point. But we'll see how Magic deals with this. Spears are gonna try and secure themselves into the tower there. Boar has already been fully eaten, which is nice timing for Filisberto, really. And where's he gonna get his next food, though? Because the bottom side has the deer and the berries. He only has 1 pack of berries there.
Back and forth there.
Archers are revealed. Filisberto has the +1. That's kind of a big deal if he wants to trade out. Can we pull those villagers back, please?
Living on the edge there. Villagers stay alive. The men-at-arms are going to be on the field here shortly. First one comes out, and yeah, this is the tricky thing. Those men-at-arms could really scale. He's only got 1 right now, but there's not... I'm trying to think what answer Magic has to that.
I mean, he still hasn't picked his contract. He has 600 oil. It kind of forces you into Keshik, but unless he thinks he can just outmass so much that he doesn't need them.
Or with, I guess javelins have pretty good high base damage too, but you don't love to do that. One man-at-arms.
If Filisberto keeps feeding him men-at-arms one at a time, he doesn't need to.
Those aren't cheap. I don't know about that choice. Thankfully, he's going to lose this position, but most of that boar is already eaten. In fact, it might have already been eaten in entirety.
It's already entirely gone. He needs to go to the deer at the ball and the south side, and that is exactly where he's heading. I like the fact that he is... Wait, I was going to say that he's mind work and thus has made multiple prelates. He has not. He only has the one. He really should make a second one.
Yeah, some prelates would be good.
Horseman raid coming in. Oh, late reaction. That's going to be the first dead will of the game. Nice find by Magic. He does not have Exploratores, so no gold.
That would have been nice. Men-at-arm count is still at 3. Again, doesn't have
it's
the gold
cheap.
for it.
You only need a few kills and it pays for itself.
Yeah, it would have been halfway there to pay him back already.
I mean, I just want people to take this upgrade because it's so fun to see the gold numbers plop up. It's even more satisfying to kill villagers like that.
As if it wasn't
have been
satisfying
scouted
enough,
out.
Right?
And Magic is going straight to castle, by the way, and he has not picked a contract. He has 1,000 oil.
How often do you see that where Byzantines goes for a castle play without having... Okay, it is going to be Western contract. There it is. An early farm transition from Filisberto. He is thinking, hey, I'm running out of deer very quickly.
Yeah, he feels pressured. The thing is, he really shouldn't. He has a huge army, and if he just goes now, he might be able to deal severe damage to Magic, but he's in his base, and he's scared.
Well, he's scared because he doesn't have mobility, right? Like, even with the faster infantry... Yes, but horsemen are still faster. And maybe sometimes you forget about that when you get at this high level. Sometimes you can forget, hey, I do have fast infantry units. But those horsemen are pretty quick. And maybe you're just worried the moment you... It's one of those things where the moment you do decide to leave out and leave your base is when they decide to come in around the back door and kill your vills. So I get the hesitation. You're right. He should be pushing right now. But it's probably the logic.
Magic has delayed his castle there. And I wonder if he's going to commit to it now, seeing this HRE army right at his doorstep.
He doesn't have the gold quite yet.
He had the gold. Look at his upgrades.
Oh, he did? Oh, gotcha. Yeah, it's exciting to stick with
Archer's just a little
longer.
bit too far forward. But if you just trade out here, I mean, it's 10 horsemen. The spears stand back quite enough. Filisberto has to kite back. That is the way here. But Magic should notice, and he does have one triumph going for him if he wants to commit it. Nice tanking there on the horsemen, and the archers are just trying to get rid of all of these spears. Here comes the triumph. He's on top of the archers. Archers not firing. Filisberto really needs to take out these longbows, because those are the expensive units that Magic cannot replace.
He's only got 3 men-at-arms in this group, and that's it. One of them drops. Units getting
Big
cleaned
fight.
up
Magic is just fully trading out with the army, and Filisberto has a lot more reinforcements coming somewhere. Did not find a villager kill at the bottom there, if anyone's wondering. And trying to go for it again. But he doesn't have any archers here.
Magic's in a really good spot right here. Akratoy pops out. He's going to chase these remnants back. Magic in a very, very commanding spot. And he's still very close to castle. He didn't commit to it. He went for the upgrades instead. But he's still just a minute or so from being able to click up himself. Filisberto, meanwhile, has no gold to his name.
Oh, Magic is going to be happy with that outcome of the fight. He trades out a lot of army, and he still has 8 of his longbows, even though he had them in the fight.
Here's the golden
and here comes the golden horn.
Yep.
With level 5 water, that's going to be a lot of chunk.
Yeah, Filisberto is really behind. Really, really behind. No gold at all.
You know what's really funny to me? You just leave 2 villagers on stone and look at that. It looks like you're preparing a castle. But you're really not.
Well, he almost could now.
And at this point, he probably is confident enough. What is he going for here, outside of absolutely no food?
At this point, you can just go... You can go cataphracts once you get the food. If you so desired.
Filisberto is still going quite heavily into
Varangian.
Varangians would be decent. I guess you just could go heavily into archers and longbows. But let's see for now. What is his first choice of contract? While he gets his first level of range defense, which is definitely a good choice against the archery archers, has to pull back from the bottom side where most of his food is. And Magic, yeah, what is your solution to the food situation? We only have the one berry pack. We don't have any sheep left.
This is where it gets dangerous.
Upgrades coming in now, so he has enough for that at least.
This is where, you know, Filisberto's got a pretty good military. He's nowhere near castle, but there is a window. The lack of food.
This is a really nice position. He's going to be able to snipe everything that comes out of the Golden Horn immediately. He just needs to find the villagers. He just needs to find the outside resources. While Magic is doing the perfect thing, you got to take out the reinforcements if you are in a corner like this. And Filisberto is just going to stream across the map.
Built himself a market. Yeah. Honestly, he should have just sent some vills up into the mountains. It found that deer pack up there.
I mean, it's a new map. I don't know if Magic ever played it. I'm assuming he practiced it a little bit, so a lot. Okay, never mind. Cow says Magic practiced a lot. Glad to hear it. 32
I don't think I've seen a single, outside of scouts, I don't think, oh my gosh, he hasn't even looked at the mountains. Wow. Filisberto has ignored the mountains entirely. It looks like Magic has taken a glance at least.
By the way, Cataphractic archers, you called it correctly. So now he just needs to, you know, find a solution for having 400 food per minute, and there might be a solution. Filisberto is not controlling the berries there, is not controlling the southern side either right now, so Magic is still a little bit in a pinch, but he might be able to rake out of it.
Yeah, it looks like he's starting to stabilize. It looks like, yeah, Filisberto's checking the deer up north, trying to find where is the food, not suspecting that IamMagic just went right back down south again to the berries. And if he can just give himself a minute, it only takes like a minute or two to stabilize, get some food, and then you're rocking because you're an age up. Meanwhile, Filisberto is getting close. Filisberto's going to go up in age here in a second himself once he gets the gold. As we can see, he's heavily on that. Got the food. Just needs to get coin.
Still a little sad we only have the one prelate, but it is what it is, as I say, as I look at these uninspired gold villagers just chonking away and not enjoying life anymore. Filisberto took the points of interest at the top side, and I don't think he scouted out that Magic was going into the cataphracts. I mean, I say was. He only has 3 with a 4th one coming. But the longbows are stacking up at this point.
Yeah, the olive oil paying off later here, because he didn't have a lot to begin with, right? He didn't have that school or the mercenary school or house very early. He is getting dividends from it now with the longbows. That is a pretty scary mass. Grabbing the relics as well.
Filisberto doesn't want to fight until his castle age upgrades are in. He does have enough resources now to go up, and then he needs a little bit extra to get some upgrades, actually. Burgrave.
Ooh, interesting choice.
Why, though? The thing is about the Burgrave, if your opponent is already castle age, what damage can you find with some extra barracks?
Well, he's going to rush it up with everything he's got.
Cataphracts are here, find 1 vill, but are also revealed.
Magic had the minute he needed. He is stabilized at this point fully. Filisberto, though, I don't know about the Burgrave as a choice, but he does have a pretty good military mass. The problem is, I don't know if he's going to have enough gold and food to really sustain mass men-at-arms.
So, Burger is done, and Magic knows the gold is right here. The thing about the Burgrave, though, is you get faster upgrades, so the Spearman upgrade is coming in faster. Which, I'm not sure that's going to be of much help. Get 23 archers and 19 archers and 23 longbows, but...
Some trade happening down there. You can see the pips actually pop up. Selling off what he has.
Oh, no.
Great find from Magic. Finds all
of
Filisberto's
He's also in this corner here with his army fully exposed, and these cataphracts are extremely expensive. Yeah, he triumphs out of there. He doesn't want to do anything with that. And
Filisberto might be able to pick out one.
Situation.
I'm sorry, the archers might be able to get one, yeah?
Cataphracts gets saved though, so it's an okay trade. He found 2 vills for that. So, as far as vision goes, Filisberto has kept all of the points of interest except the one straight in the middle. So he has basically full control over the mountains right now, which is very nice for him. But as long as Magic doesn't need to go out for the gold, and right now he doesn't, as we see a Mangonel tower and a Fortify on that tower coming up. Okay, we go into Men-at-Arms quite heavily. 23 longbows. They'll do quite a number, and I think Magic is actually no, that's the Golden Horn, sorry. It's only one type of unit in the queue, that's the Golden Horn. I was gonna say, is he actively producing Landsknecht? That would be fun.
So I think it's just Golden Horn. At this point, things feel pretty even, excepting the fact that Filisberto has got a little bit of food, but not much. I mean, both players are actually really struggling for food. I mean, neither has an answer.
Oh, wow. That is just 5 villagers going down. Even with the tower there for vision, not fast enough on the reaction. And Filisberto is trying to cut off this army, but the question is that enough army he has right now? And we're walking towards that Mangonel tower.
Well, you got those Landsknecht in there, so if they touch down onto the spears, they're just going to drop like flies.
I mean, there's 32 archers, 30 archers. Okay, I'm not going to keep counting. But these Landsknecht have actually not really a way to
if they connect, reach. It won't matter. But yeah, they're not going to get there if he micros as well. But they're a threat, though, right? They keep the spears from getting on top of you.
To answer the question in chat, yes, the stats are identical.
They are English longbows in every sense of the word, except for the fact that as the Byzantines use them, they just hire them. Same unit, though. They even use the same voice lines as the English ones.
I was gonna say, they don't even speak Greek.
Yeah, they don't speak Greek. They only speak
I don't know how they
coin.
communicate with their army.
Oil.
Men-at-Arms have been revealed. They're a nice front line here. Archers are at the front, and you see how you do not want to trade out with these longbows. And the second he sees the Men-at-Arms, immediately crossbows are being queued up.
I'm going to answer the other question in chat, just in case it's a serious question. King of the Rockies, you're watching it right now, the qualifiers for an S-tier event. It's going to be hosted in Denver coming in October. These it's going to be a high-level event. You're watching Conk 3, Conk 4 level guys playing at it right now. Magic and Filisberto trying to qualify for the main event. As we see the big fight right here. Archers standing and fighting right in the middle.
Spears are being committed. I'm kind of worried about all of these attack pings all over the HRE base, but there's only one villager going down so far. All of the spears have been committed here at the front, so they're all gone, but no extra cataphracts are there. Oh no.
Oh no.
They're all over there, which is not great for Filisberto, but at least he's able to push back this army. Longbows have been traded out.
Oh, great charge right there. Love that.
Nice trample. That is 7 more Vil kills. You know, sometimes
Magic
you
starting
just
to run
lose
away.
the game in a different way.
At this point, it feels like the eco just is too ahead here for Magic. Filisberto falling far too far behind. He's got a couple of farms, but again, the food has been just kind of the issue for both of these guys. It looks like Magic has figured that out a little bit more, whereas Filisberto, he's only got 200 a minute. He just cannot produce anything. He's got the Burgrave, but what good does a Burgrave do you if you can't produce units out of it, if you don't have the food?
Yeah, he's in the same position that Magic was in when Filisberto was sitting next to his base right as he hit Castle Age. And yeah, I don't think Filisberto is getting out of it because Magic knows.
Yep, sure enough, GG's called. Magic takes the game. The mass range wins out. All right, so there we have our answers. Byzantines does pretty good on this map. There's enough berries, enough to work. Although, interesting that most of these guys didn't, unlike the other match we saw on this map, didn't get up into the hills as much. Lots of lowland fighting down in Denver proper. Magic has 2 games up over Filisberto, has the match point. Just needs to move on. Filisberto hoping for a reverse sweep at this point.
Sorry, I hope that didn't come through just now. Sorry for letting you take all the talking.
Didn't hear a thing. I don't know what you're even talking about. So
a little human was
okay. Okay. No worries.
Cuddling.
No worries.
Anyway, 2-0 for Magic, and to answer the probably not real question in chat, but at the same time. So Magic took a long break, but he was practicing quite heavily in recent past. And I think, what did Wham say? That he's almost back to his old level,
That's what was
which
being discussed, yeah,
was top 20.
To pull the curtain back just a little bit, there was some question about seeding and where to put Magic in seeding because the ATR wasn't quite updated because he hasn't been playing a whole lot up until recently again. And so the question is, was he as good as he was when he left, or is he a little less? Like, where exactly do you seed someone who was really good but hasn't played in a while and has just come back? And clearly, Magic looks to be in pretty, I won't say top tip shape form as he was before, but looking pretty dang close. And the seeding, I believe, reflects that. He's showing out pretty well here today against Filisberto. Filisberto, of course, who was, I will mention again, at King of the Rockies last year, hoping to remake it. So far, down 0-2. Magic looking pretty good to move on to the next round thus far. He's got to get one more win to do so. So we'll see if Filisberto can take a win. Coming up next, we're going to Prairie. It's going to be Mongols and French.
I mean, he is facing off against one of the 4 strongest players in the qualifier in my books now. So it's an uphill battle.
Uphill.
Just
You could
the
say
level
up
of
mountain
competition
battle.
you get.
Up a mountain battle, up all the way to the king of the mountains.
Now we're on Prairie though.
We're on Prairie. Well, at Prairie, hey, Denver is a prairie next to a bunch of mountains. That's exactly what it looks like.
Yeah, if you look at Denver from the top, American cities look so weird because it's all squares. It's all squares, nothing else.
Well, because we didn't have to build on top of old settlements from the Dark Age. We got to go in there with our fancy things like wagons and trains and said, hey, let's design roads in straight lines so we can go super hella fast on the roads. And that's what we did.
And then it still takes me 50 minutes to get from the station to the venue with the
It's because it's literally like 50 miles away. It's like it's like an hour drive because the airport is miles upon miles away. And you know, they built the airport out there. Again, you got me talking about the airport in Denver again. It's out there because they expect Denver to grow into it eventually. It will reach it. One day it will be a big enough city.
Nobody's gonna build next to Lucifer, but that's beside the point. We are watching Filisberto playing the Mongols. Finally, because he's absolutely a Mongols main, and on this map specifically, last year, he beat Wham in the qualifiers once.
We do need to fix our score. We got that backwards. It is Magic with the match point of 2. Khan goes down. Oh no! Flew too close to the sun and the sheep.
Let's just call it here. It was a nice game.
Right there. That feels bad.
Oh, and Magic is on 2 scouts while Filisberto went with only the Khan. So anyway, that's not a great start. Is he splitting up the sheep now?
The sheep. Oh, I love it. Emergency maneuvers. Split, scatter.
Actions.
Go. Filisberto popping a spear out. This is like the worst case scenario. You're down 0-2. You're trying to find the last win. Again, the score's backwards. Filisberto is down 2 games here. And then you lose your Khan right to the enemy's TC. This could not be any more disastrous.
Let's quickly talk about what is also going on the screen. We do have a barracks opening from our Mongol player, and we do have a forward goal for Magic, and he's playing the French. So that tower rush that is certainly coming here. It's going to be quite painful. At the same time, though, with Prairie having the big gold there, pushing it slightly inwards, I don't think he can reach the mining camp with the spears.
You know, the one good thing is Filisberto can make more sheep, you know.
Oh yeah, it's definitely in TC range. So the only thing he can do with the extra spears here is defend his tower even more.
That tower will prove annoying, however. Villager gets up on it. And there's the school of coming out. Yep. Don't think anyone expected anything else. It would have been kind of fun to see a Chamber of Commerce, but doesn't make sense here. He's going to be popping horsemen out of that bad boy in about a minute and a half.
Okay. That is an unexpected move because there are 2 spears here, but if you can... No, Magic is Magic actually trying to cancel the tower now? With 4 spears now, he's not going to do any shenanigans like that anymore.
There was an inkling there. There was a thought, maybe a passing idea, but decided against. Whoever donated $100 to the Matcherino helping us fund the tournament, thank you very much. I saw that number just tick up on the bar there in the southern part of your screen. Want to remind everyone that they can donate. You can also buy merchandise if you so desire. You can look just like our super awesome looking Askeladd in his t-shirt. You can't see that right now. You'll see it after the game.
Can we please not say super awesome looking when I basically look like I'm half dead after 5 weeks of sickness?
Very well dressed.
The shirt is awesome.
I'll go with very well dressed. A very well dressed Askeladd who is perfectly dressed for the moment.
By the way, Filisberto is living in 2022 and Silver Tree is coming up with 5.
Silver Tree with 5. He's got to do something, though. Losing the sheep, not catastrophic. Devastating in the early game, not catastrophic on this map. He needs to do something. This is a good map to trade. Look where the trade post is at in the north corner. I mean, that is way up in there. The only tricky thing
is a good trade map.
It is against French, though.
He's facing a French, which also historically loves to play on Prairie. He does not have the Khan Hunters now for extra range on his potential Mangodai opening. And Magic is going into Horsemen straight away. Yeah.
Magic knows the assignment. Magic understands the assignment. You go Horsemen for a bit. Eventually you get some archers going if you need them. This is going to be tough. If Filisberto can get away with this somehow, if Magic just doesn't see it or suspect it maybe there's a world Filisberto gets ahead. It feels like you're trying to pull one up on your opponent here, right? You're trying to pull the wool over their eyes, you know? They've got lots of it right now. Hoping they
Judging
don't
from the
see
38 sheep that are currently under the French TC, I'm guessing he got the sheep.
That is disgusting amount
Except
of sheep.
for that one.
Except for that one. Hey, there we go. Good job, Khan. You've done your job. In the corner, waiting to get set up. Oh, is that being blocked by the... No. That's
Filisberto is going to notice because eventually he's going to try and build a trader.
Look at it and be like, what the heck?
So Magic still has the tower to deal with, so there's no immediate pro scouts. So we're going into archers
no, he
and
killed the
horsemen
sheep.
Monster.
Insult to injury.
And Filisberto is opening with a stable and the barracks, so we're going into Spear and Kashik very likely. Let's find out in a second.
I'm not gonna lie, if I was playing as Filisberto right now on ladder and this has been happening to me, I would have already GG'd next. I'd just be done. Yeah, it would literally be Khan dies into GG, and I would just live the meme, accept my fate, and just move on. But
it's
yeah,
fine.
As Cal's pointing out,
the French
it's 2-0. He's got to play for something. I'm saying on ladder.
And there is a deer pack right next to his base, and he also has the boar up top.
Yep, and that's what I was gonna lead into, is that when you're in a tournament and you're trying to qualify, you're gonna play it out even beyond what you might normally on ladder, because there's more at stake here than just a ladder game. These aren't just elo points you're trying to give up. You're giving up a precious spot, a precious chance to go all the way back to Denver to see Askeladd in the flesh cast your games.
Oh God.
The chance to win
there's
potential...
also a fun tournament with a few of the best players in the world.
We already have go bowling late at night with Cow. Who would not want to miss that chance?
I mean, you can destroy Cow in bowling. That sounds fun.
Doesn't that sound fun? That sounds great. You got a turkey. Cow got a turkey last year. I actually almost... Okay, this is super random, but I almost bowled a turkey a month ago when I took a trip to visit my family. In the 10th frame, I had strike, and then I hit 9. It was really sad. So I had a double in the 10th frame, but not a turkey. Maybe I'll get lucky against Cow this year. But you should go. You should take a look. You can get tickets, exclamation point tickets right now. As we see Filisberto onto the board, trying to find any ounce of extra food he can get.
I mean, it's a good call right there. Taking that position. What is that girl doing, though? Oh, he has to pull it over so all of the villagers fit. Beautiful.
Wonderful.
And the tower actually also speeds up the traders on the halfway point, so that is very nice. What is that wall by Magic, though? He just does not want to get raided in the backline there, securing his deer pack, securing his berries. It also screams to me he's not going to go pro scouts at all. And for now, he's just going to kill all of Filisberto's trade.
Pro scouts? Pro scouts in this economy when you've got all that mutton? Why would you ever go pro scouts when you've got 30-something sheep?
It also takes away your opponent's food.
I mean, you've already done that. You've taken all the sheep from him. At this point, now you know he's on trade too, and you start raiding that. Magic.
Maybe you don't want to eat sheep.
Maybe you want to
Not the
diversify
Khan
your
again.
food. That's fair. Khan.
Okay, yeah, we pulled a signal arrow fast enough so we can run away, and then it runs out. And
I think this guy's Khan name was Genghis. Oh no. Or maybe Genghis Kant. You can't, you know.
It's okay. Bart isn't here, so someone needs to pick up the dad jokes.
Genghis can't.
Thank you.
Dad jokes in here. Load him up.
Knights at the top, so Magic is just gonna go all in on denying that trade, and that is why against French or like pretty much anyone who likes to play cavalry, going trade is no longer really viable. You can't defend it on this map. It's all too open. You can't really wall anything. But we'll see. Maybe he can make it work. We've got 5 Keswick against 5 Knights, and nice connection there on the Knights by Filisberto.
That's gotta feel good. Pyrrhic victory, if nothing else. Spears taking out some more horsemen. I mean, things look pretty even. Military numbers are pretty even. The value is not even.
Tower sees the guys now, and Filisberto immediately reacts. But he also knows there is no way I can trade up there right now. He just doesn't have the military to deal with this army.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think if Filisberto can win this. Like, Magic's up 2-0. You got a couple traders going still, but you're just getting raided in the back. It's going to be hard to defend. It's just such an open map. This really does play into French's play style. I feel like doing something risky like trade. The whole point of trade is you're trying to like hide it for a little bit, but you can't defend it long term. Oh, good connection on the back line though with the Keshiks. Yeah, great connection.
Spears are being taken out by the archers. Magic is on the ball, but the Keshik also gonna be wiping out all of these archers, and the knights are being pulled back. So we've got that going for us. One knight is going to be pulled back. Wow, that guy survived. Filisberto is trying to get us around here. There is no scouts, so Magic does not know these units are here. And that trader is just going to the other trade post.
I mean, that's kind of what you have to do at this point, right? If you can't defend one, split off to the other. Thankfully, it's also in the corner. Can he get enough going with this?
We look at the resources right now. Both players just fully committing to Feudal Age. I like that we already have quite a few eco upgrades for the French, whereas... Oh, that's a nice... let's see. 100...
How much is he getting each of those? Can we take a look at how much he's getting on each of those? Man, it's got to be a pretty good amount of trade.
It looked like something 60? 50, 60? For the front needs to also pay attention. Magic has some really nice night micro going here, pulling all of them back as they're hurt, and as soon as the charge recharges, he can also take out traders one by one as he runs away. But look at this beautiful map. That is exactly what you'd expect. It's just knights against knights, and nothing else.
Well, I like to see. Knights and knights on a
this
map
is the
like
way.
Prairie. That's the way. This is the way.
This is the way.
70. So 70 gold, 7 food.
Holy! Prairie is such a good trade map.
62 on the other side. Pretty good, yeah. At this point, Filisberto actually has a bigger military, and the army value now is in favor of Filisberto. He has held on long enough. Trade is starting to pay off ever so slightly here as well.
The army value is slightly misleading because, you know, it is French knights against Keshik, which are not actually full knights. But he's still, if he were to fight 17 on 11, he would win.
That's kind of what I'm looking at, right? Like, army value, it's a little bit of an in lead for Filisberto, but he's also got the numerical value.
What is this timing?
Oh, bad timing for Filisberto. Magic finds a couple.
-3.
-2. Oh, no, -3.
And he's actually gonna find the traders too. Oh.
Filisberto was really starting to claw back.
It was looking real nice for Filisberto.
Oh!
Here comes the counter. The other side. Oh, he finds 4. He actually gets the surround. He finds 7?
Well, that's a hey now, as Filisberto decides to punch back. We're watching 2 heavyweight style players here just duking out the raids. Love to see it. Filisberto, not ashamed
pro
and not
players
afraid.
don't have their eyes everywhere. You can surprise them.
That was a beautiful counter hit,
Okay,
and he's going back for more.
Not this time. Nah.
Oh no, fool me once. Yeah, I was gonna say Filisberto, the mad lad, going back for more for a second.
The rough part about this is though, he lost quite a few caching for that, and now the numbers are in favor of Magic. And yeah, even with 5 spears here, this is now a French show, and I'm a little scared for the Mongols.
18 knights is no small matter. He's gonna be 20 here in a second. That's worrisome. He does have a bit better food eco than Magic. He also has better gold eco. His eco is just better, we'll say. But can he get the payoff from it? Because, man, 20 knights gets a little worrisome. He's gonna need some more spears, more something.
Can we quickly check the number of traders after we watch this Keshik and Knight die? Okay, 5 traders. So just to get a relation on what is happening with the eco count. Magic is ahead in villagers, barely, as the French. And 5 of those numbers there are traders.
Bovo's gonna go down, almost assuredly so. Not anything Filisberto can do about it.
Good damage. I think he's single producing Keshik. He is not using that stone to get extra Keshik.
Well, it doesn't matter now anyways. He can't do that even if he desired to. Even though he has a stone. Those villagers are... Ooh, that's probably a... yeah, okay, we'll see if they survive. Filisberto coming in with
the spears here, Magic cannot directly fight right now.
That'll keep him alive, however...
He's gonna go for one of the charges, but with the... Is that really a good idea? I don't think so. That's a good fight for Filisberto.
The defender's advantage coming in here. Although, if he loses this army...
Knights going strong. Spears are now gone. But yeah, Magic trades out a lot of knights here.
Down to 14 knights with 3 in the queue. Filisberto holds and takes out a couple archers to boot. That was a pretty good trade. That felt scary to look at, but a pretty good trade from Filisberto. He is still in this game. One thing to note is that a lot of the upgrades are in for Magic.
Even numbers knights versus Keshik, then yeah, you're happy as the Mongols. But yeah, numbers are still in Magic's favor.
Yeah, it's Filisberto's walking a tightrope right now. He's so far doing it, but can he get to the other side alive?
I'm a little scared that Filisberto only has 2 units in queue at all times. Like,
yeah.
Does he not have a second stable? This is looking real rough because Magic is eventually gonna pull ahead. What is that?
He's got 3. He's queuing up as much as he can.
Okay, Filisberto is set up for the next few minutes with his food because he has a full pasture spread already around his TC.
I mean, he has to, right? Think about it. He didn't get any of the sheep. Magic has all the sheep in the world. Filisberto needs food. Can't stay out on the map anymore. Staying on the map is just certain death. Has to get something going. That's why he's been just barely holding on here. If this can pay off, he's got just a little bit of trade still trickling in.
If Filisberto can survive for another 5 minutes without taking too much damage, he's in an okay position. Magic does not pay attention here. Good connection.
Spears on the knights.
The knight numbers are really scary.
Yeah, they are. The spears are getting some good hits, though. But the Keshik can't stay in there. They're too weak.
It's not enough spears. It's not enough spears. The numbers do not work out, unfortunately. And the spears are all being taken out.
It's just rough.
Filisberto is investing so much into the trade and the pastures. Like, he cannot match the army. It's 20 Royal Knights now.
He needs to find a way to survive for the next couple minutes. If he could just survive without, like you said, losing too much. Big if, by the way. That's a big if. He's running out of gold, too.
What do you want to say with that archery range? Do we want to summon the Mangodai? We really don't want to because it's 23 Royal Knights, and if you go into Mangodai right now, they're just gonna go into under your town center and dance.
Guts is taking the words out of my mouth in chat. I was just gonna say the difference is that once Chivalry pops out, these knights can heal. The Keshiks can heal if they're attacking something. Maybe they go find like something to hit. It just feels bad.
Yeah. Should we slowly tick them up? And how are we looking? Are those walls done now? For Magic? Okay, no, we're still working on that. Eventually, that one guy on half health. He's gonna build an empire. Magic is going castle. Yeah, institute. If you have 23 knights, you might as well.
Especially when it's been really close fights and you just need a little extra to get through.
Oh, good timing for Filisberto though, but it is
so
equal numbers knights against Kashik, and that favors the French.
That's just
Just
one too many
cannot go.
knights. I'm not sure what Filisberto can do at this point. I mean, he's hoping that his eco outpaces eventually, which at this rate it might, but oh, that castle timing is going to be really interesting. Once that royal bloodlines kicks in, those fights are no longer tenable for Filisberto.
He has 30 seconds until those knights are castle, which is rough. And then he has a minute until Bloodlines comes in. So rather,
that man's not building an empire anymore.
That's not the case, because Magic does not have the gold right now. He has been aging up with the gold wills, but here comes the first upgrade.
Getting the veteran seat. He's got about a 30-second window here. And then things get really tough. Even that right there.
But the problem is, if he turns around and fights,
he just dies.
This is equal numbers Kashik and knights. He's still not gonna win it against feudal knights, and if he just skirmishes and runs away, the French knights heal up.
He needs 1,000,000 spears yesterday. Yeah, there's not a lot of wood on this map. I kind of
want to see multiple barracks at this point.
Every bit of wood he's got is going back into trade.
He's very much trying to go castle.
I don't know. I mean, like, he dies if he does. He dies if he doesn't.
Yeah, Magic really gets the canted saddles, which you usually don't see as early because people prioritize the other upgrades because it's really not that strong. Like, this just delays your bloodlines. Here it comes. 1 minute. Kurotai coming out. Kurotai might be a little bit... Oh, he's pulling it out with 33.
So the ability to fight under the Kurotai could be really helpful. The problem is these are such mobile armies. Are you going to be able to keep it up with you?
So yeah, Royal Institute Bloodline Knights against veteran Kashik under Kurotai.
Meanwhile, though, the trade is just super exposed.
I'm still pointing to the Royal Knights as the winners of that. And we do
I
have 12 spears.
We got some more spears. If he can double that spear count, if he can match the spear count with knights with the Kurotai.
So many dead traders.
Yeah, it's.
And here comes the dive under the town center, because you can just do that with abandon. Where are the Kashik? They're coming from the top, so it's gonna be a nice connection right under the Kurotai. Why are we pulling back?
What are we doing? Hello? 57 bills all just walking around?
Did he expect a flank from the top side, because there were also some knights? Okay, Magic sees the Kurotai, knows what's coming.
That's a lot of bills on food. And the gold right there. And once that gold runs out, you're not getting enough gold from trade to sustain yourself. Spears, nice grab on the knights. That's good while Magic is distracted. That's a good trade.
That's quite
not enough to win the game, but a good trade.
Now they have a lot of extra health, but yeah. The trade has been entirely reset. Royal Bloodlines is it. Magic wants this fight, and Filisberto really doesn't.
I'm trying to figure out Filisberto's road to victory.
You know, life is rough when you get the second level of melee defense against mass knights.
Yeah. When you feel obligated to, because they're just killing you. And like, you don't have anywhere to run. You can't build walls even if you wanted to. You're Mongols. You don't have any towers. You don't have any. All you got is a Kurotai, which still doesn't feel like enough.
He does have a full pasture set up. The problem is he has no way of fighting the 27 Bloodline Knights right now.
And nowhere to move the villagers if they need to get out of town.
And Magic is like, you know what? You go for the full sheep transition. Sure. Let me burn that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to keep pop out.
Oh, and we are setting up the first keep as well.
French just scales so well. As long as Magic has 30 some odd knights on the field, it's gonna be really hard to deal anything when their royal bloodlines upgraded. Like, it just, what do you do? Like, they're so tanky. You don't have the wood to make spears. You just don't. All you have is Kashik. You can't make crossbows. You can't.
Kurotai is on the way, and the charge comes through. If Magic sees it and blocks it, this is gonna be just game. But it might as well just be like this. Yeah,
it's game anyways. It feels like
we're not coming back from this, guys.
A lot more blue bodies than pink.
Let's salute Filisberto's effort as we watch these knights massacre a few more innocent bystanders.
Well, in Magic's minds, they're not innocent. Not a single one of them. They all must be punished
just because they were born
sins.
Mongol?
According to Magic's units, anyways, as the French turn into the Pink Horde and wipe the Mongols off the earth. Magic takes it.
With the humble brag in chat. Also, welcome. Magic taking it 3-0. He was admittedly the favorite in this matchup, and he is now moving on to face Valdemar in the semifinal.
Pretty dominant series for Magic. A couple of close games here and there, but just felt like he just this was, I think, the most dominant of the 3 games we played. Magic showing that he
just played solid, and you just see a little bit of a difference. Magic just realizes or so it felt. He just realized the game situation he was in a lot better than his opponent, because Filisberto had some windows to kill his opponent in game 1 and 2. Not in this one, but
this one felt like a foregone conclusion after the silver tree went up. But some of the other games, I felt like there were some windows Filisberto could maybe eke out a win. Magic had a really good game sense through this series, was able to kind of clamp down on each of those, hold through, and then claim the win. In this one, though, very dominant. Magic showing why he is looking good. And to Wham's credit here, if he's been practicing getting Magic ready to go, Magic looks pretty good. Definitely will be a favorite moving on, I think, in the qualifiers here today for King of the Rockies.
Yeah. By the way, for those who came in late, King of the Rockies, what the hell is that? It is going to be a LAN event at the end of October in Denver, in Colorado. Yep. It's Colorado.
Denver, Colorado. You got it. Look at you. You sound like an American.
Oh my God, I'm already a native, basically. And we've got $15,000 sponsored by World's Edge for our prize pool. So holy shit, we've got actually really high level competition here. We've got Wham and Louis already confirmed for the event. This is the first qualifier. There's gonna be a second one held tomorrow, and there's gonna be a third held Saturday next week. So we're hoping to get a lot of high level players right here in this qualifier. We've got good old Valdemar, we've got Magic, we've got Puppy, we've got MSN. I think those are all of the... Hey, I forgot Eliota. I am very sorry, Eliota.
A lot of top tier guys. Yeah, a lot of top level
and Lash
names.
is also waiting for Myriad.
Oh, it's going to be great. And this is just the qualifiers, and we're already seeing some fun games here. Main event itself is going to be awesome. So if you want to wear...
what did we forget?
The shirt.
Oh, I'm going to show the shirt in a second. It is going to be an international event, kind of obvious now that I mentioned all of the players, but yeah. Oh, and Marine Lord signed up for the last qualifier, so if you want to qualify, maybe get in on the one tomorrow.
Before he does.